Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a get ready with me. I am going to test out a lot of new makeup or show you a lot of new makeup today, and I wanted to show you the new bits that Ana Luisa sent me. I have collaborated with them last year also already, and once they asked me if I wanted to showcase their pieces again in my video, I was very excited. And one of the main reasons is that my jewelry from Ana Luisa has held up so well. So if you're not familiar with the brand, they are a brand that makes high quality jewelry for a very reasonable price. They're usually gold-plated silver pieces or silver pieces. They also have a higher end line, I believe, that is in solid gold. But I personally have moved completely into wearing gold-plated silver jewelry, but not all of it is made the same. The thickness of the gold is usually a big indicator of how these pieces will last in time. And I have some pieces that didn't last very well, but the Ana Luisa bits that I have, and I'm showing you just a few here from previous collaborations, like this one and my necklaces, have all held up so well. There's no tarnish, no sign of loosening up of the gold layer. So I was very excited to collaborate with them again. And this time they sent me these beautiful chain earrings. I love them. I am super into like this mid-size earrings, pendant earrings. I have piercings, as you can see right here and here, that I like to keep quite small and subdued, and I don't really change a lot. But my main earring on my lobe, I want to be a bit of a statement, but not too much. And the other pieces I am wearing today are this beautiful little chain with a green detail link and a simple simple chain. It all fits together so nicely, and I love layering the pieces together. Chain links are some of my favorites, as I've showed you. I also have this little piece with a chain link, and yeah, they're just some of my favorite pieces to wear. So I'm very excited that they wanted to collaborate with me on this video. There's gonna be a referral link and a code that will get you 10% off in my description box, so don't hesitate to click on that, and it will get you some savings on jewelry pieces that are already very reasonably priced. You're getting these for under 100 euros, and often a lot under 50 euros already. So I would definitely check them out. And yeah, now let's get into the makeup. Last time we spoke, I had not bought a lot of makeup, and my haul with which I came back, let's say, onto YouTube was quite chill in the amount of makeup that I had. I'm just putting my eyeshadow primer on first. And after that, the month of September was a ridiculously makeup full month. So I thought I'd come on here and apply all this new makeup together. I've been using the Fenty Beauty primer now for quite some time. Actually, I'm probably down here, and it's not great. So I have to set it with a setting powder first. So that's what you've seen. For eyeshadow palettes, we can go on forever and we'll discuss it. I'm using my Duping the Vibe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette that I put together in my previous video, because I have not bought a new eyeshadow palette in a while. And I am actually quite disappointed in the world, if you want to call it like that, in the sense that I would have loved, like, I'm looking to buy an eyeshadow palette. Oh, this was way more pigmented than I expected. I've been wanting to buy a new eyeshadow palette. All these new releases in the fall have been so uninspired to me. I don't know. I don't like the Pat McGrath latest Mothership or the holiday collection. I don't like the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. Too much purple or berries for me, and I just don't wear them. And I went yesterday to the city center for an appointment to check on my aligners, and I dropped into Douglas to see the new Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, because that I thought was something that would interest me. But then again, full of berries. I don't know, people. Why are we wearing berries again so much? I don't get it, to be honest. I just don't like it, and it's not colors that I wear. And what I am really into right now is just my browns and murky greens as usual. And I would love to see a palette that expresses that with some beautiful textures. And I've seen the Huda Beauty, the new Huda Beauty Empowered palette. There was, that was very loud. Their Makeup Just for Fun just did a video on it, and she actually modified the palette because she thought too many shades were similar, and she showed a mock-up of the modified palette that she would have preferred, and she added 2 greens to add it in place of some of the peachy shades. And oh my god, that palette I would have bought immediately. Like a mixture of cool tones and warm toned browns, and then this gorgeous green accent. Beautiful. How hard can it be? Now we have to tell the brands about how hard can it be. I must say that I am quite happy with the special shades and the glittery, sparkly shimmers that I own from Glam Shop mainly. And this is one of them. This is from the Camel palette, one of the decluttered shades that I saved. They are really beautiful, and they actually bring me so much joy. So if I buy a palette, it kind of needs to have this type of textures and bring something new to my collection. Not even that new, I just want something beautiful. If I have to spend, at this point, eyeshadow palettes go for 50 or 60 euros and up. Haven't seen anything cheaper than that for a while. So that is my rant on eyeshadow palettes today. I'm going to apply a little bit of this Wii Makeup Lip Plumper. I've been trying to use it more. And this is a mix of a lip gloss and a lip oil. It's not sticky and quite, it feels really like a lip oil. And it has lip care ingredients in it, other than the lip plumping part. That I don't really care about, but I'm trying to use it as a lip balm before I do my makeup. So that's what we'll be doing. For my base, I didn't buy a new foundation in a while, so I'm still using my Dior Backstage foundation that I'm trying to finish really hard before the end of this year, so that I can move on and just be done with that. Look at these earrings. Anyways, I just catch them in the mirror and really like it. And yeah, I wouldn't go any higher in coverage, to be honest, than this foundation nowadays. I really don't feel I need it, but I do like for my rosacea to be a little bit covered on my cheeks, so that I have a bit of a like more clean canvas for my blush and highlighter. I like that better than having a lot of redness myself that will go and change colors or impact the way my makeup looks. But for the rest, I don't feel like I need to cover much, and I'm still wearing very minimal coverage most of the time, except for when I'm trying to finish this foundation. And that's actually kind of what I do when I need to leave the house. Just wear this foundation so that I can finish it. You can see the color is quite pale applied on the skin, but it settles and oxidizes to a much more a better fit for me, so you'll see that happening during the video. For concealer, I want to show you the Regeneration by Nabla in action. It has this little spongy thing, and this is the last concealer that I bought, and you can see it's quite dark for me, but in the spirit of showing you new things, this is the one that I wanted to show you. I do like that this one does not have a lot of coverage. What I do not like is the applicator. It's such a fuss to get product out, and the colors are just not enough, I find, because if I went one shade down, I have the shade Cream Beige. If I went one shade down, it would be way too light and bright for my skin, but this one you can see is darker than my foundation right now. It will all even itself out, especially because they're all products with low coverage, but I would love for them to have more of a shade range, and Nabla has always had this kind of limited concealer shade range. Setting my whole face with the Nabla pressed powder. That's also, as you can see, part of my project plan and going quite well. It's all about finishing, because I have the pressed powder from Charlotte Tilbury, not the latest one, the one before, that the airbrush one that I want to use, but I'm not managing because I want to finish this Nabla one. Staying in the Nabla, as eyeliner, I am using the Cupid's Arrow number 2 and just lining the outer part of my lash line, both top and bottom, to give more depth than that eyeshadow did. I don't think my style of makeup has really changed much, so you're not gonna see very weird things, but the new makeup that I bought is mostly cheek and lip, so that's why I've been like trying to go through this quite quickly. Just applying a little bit of that crease color also on my lower lash line. And yesterday, after I came back from seeing the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette at Douglas, I was kind of disappointed, as I said, because it's again, there's a berry and then there is a copper in that palette, and to be honest, I don't really wear either of them very much, and it wasn't that special. Like, the special shades for me were the more brownie neutrals. The formula felt really good, but I talk about it more in the video where I dupe it in the that you'll see on my channel. But it was really, I don't know, disappointing, or rather I wasn't really that into the palette, so I decided, well, it's 58 euros here in the Netherlands. I'm not gonna spend that money on a palette that I can dupe apparently relatively easily, so I decided not to purchase it, and that's okay, I guess. Let's get into the new products, because I feel like I've been having you hanging out there and waiting for new things. I bought this ginormous Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. I found it on Vinted, very gently used. As you can see, it has been used up here. I used it as well. I've had it now for a few weeks, and I was like, yeah, I don't need it to be new, because it's infinite. Like, there's so much product. I did purchase the shade 2 medium. Is it called medium? Yeah, 2 medium. And as you can see, it is quite pigmented and dark, so I need to go in with a light hand for my skin tone, but I wouldn't go to shade 1 because that's much more cool tone, whereas for tones, I think it's really beautiful, not orange, just very bronze. I really like it, and I'm actually quite happy with it. It doesn't feel like a regular cream. It's quite powdery, or powdery dry of a cream, and I like that for the use that I do of it, that I make of it. And I just really like the color. As you can see, I just apply it very liberally, a little bit everywhere. So I'm happy with this. I'm also extremely happy I didn't spend 50 euros on it, buying it full price, because nobody needs that in their lives nowadays. Hollywood Flawless Filter. The way I apply it is I just take from the wand with my fingers and dab it on the high points of my cheeks. I do not use this as like underneath my makeup, because I don't need shimmer on my skin as my base, let's say. A lot of people just use this as their only base product, and I really do not need that. Plus, as you can see, the sheen here is quite cool, and I have been complaining about this for quite some time, that I can't find a product like this with a golden sheen. The Vive Skin Dew is close, but it doesn't give this lit from within effect. It's a bit more evident as a highlighter, whereas this one is really imperceptible. Now for blushes, I have two new blushes. One is Pat McGrath, which is not new to anyone except for myself. I bought the shade Desert Orchid and decided to sell my Paradise Glow Duo because I was not using the dark side and I really just was using the light side. So I decided, let's get rid of that and get this one instead. I still have to show you a declutter of my cheek products because I haven't yet decided what to do with most of my cheek products. I'm trying to circle through them with my Project 10 uses that I update with my Project Pan. And yeah, I still need to decide, but that one is going to be decluttered. It's going to end up on Vinted because I used it a handful of times and it's pretty much new. What I did end up doing is make an order on Space NK for some rose ink stuff, and I bought a blush and a lipstick from them. The blush very boringly and expectedly is the shade Foxglove. It's a beautiful, quite bright actually. I expected it to be more terracotta and orange, and it really isn't. And I also expected it to be more pigmented. I think it shows up more on camera than what it shows up on in my mirror, because I find myself I have to like really build it up, but it's really pretty and it doesn't move during the day. I understand the hype. I've wanted to try the brand. Here it is, without and with. I wanted to try the brand for quite some time, so I am very excited that I decided to bite the bullet. And maybe it's a little bit the disappointment of all the palettes that were not interesting, and I'm like, I'm just gonna order rose ink that I wanted. And it's just a very pretty fall blush. The only thing is mine came kind of broken, like it's not glued, the top is not glued into the packaging properly, and I have to re-click it in, but it doesn't really matter. This is beautiful. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup on my brows. I already have some soap brow, but I'm going to go in with the Brow Ambition by Nabla. I got the shade Warm Brown, and you will see how warm it is. It's a little bit too warm even for me. I like to have something that mirrors or matches and marries a little bit more my brow hair with my hair color, because I color my hair of a warmer, more red brown, and or actually is it a brownie red, and this one is really quite warm, more in the yellow side of warm, not in the red side of warm, let's say, for a brown. I don't love this, so I actually already repurchased my favorite Lime Crime brow marker because I like that color much better. It works for me better, and I like the brush also much better. But in a pinch, or at least now that I have this one, I'm just gonna use it. It works. It's a felt tip liner in a pen. It's fine. For brow gel, I finished my ABH. I showed you my empties, and I'm using the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. It's such an interesting product. I find it very interesting. It has a wand that is asymmetrical, one with longer spikes and one with shorter spikes, and it actually goes and captures really well the brows, and I really like the effect it gives. It lasts a long time. Your brows might feel a little bit crunchy after some time, but I also don't really care because it's not like I'm gonna touch my brows, and I rather have my brows just be fixed. I'm surprised. I understand the hype. I had this was gifted to me by a friend who wasn't gonna use it, and I'm so happy I have it and wore it. It's been closed in my collection for 3 or 4 years, so it's probably also expired, but I opened it this year and it's working really great for me. I quickly did my lashes off camera. I used my usual combo of the Maybelline Lash Sensational primer with the Sky High mascara. Just have been using this for a long time. Time for lips, and I have 3 new lip products that I want to show you, but not all on my lips. From Rose Inc, as I mentioned, I purchased the shade Graceful. The bullet has a really weird shape that I don't find extremely easy to wear, in the sense that it's cut horizontally and it's a little bit more difficult to get, I don't know, a good application. I don't know how I feel about the color. The formula is really nice. The color has a bit of gray, too much for my liking, and it's a nice mauve. Really like the formula though. It is a nice satiny, very comfortable fit. The other one that I bought and I found on Vinted, new unused, is the shade Bold by Rare Beauty. We don't get Rare Beauty in the Netherlands, so I was really excited to find it on Vinted. And this is actually quite a, on me, spring spring color. I really like the formula though. It lasted a long time and I wore it for quite some time recently. The packaging is quite interesting. You click it in and it clicks out really quickly and easily, but I don't mind too much. So those are 2 new ones that I bought, and I'm a bit off with the color, but I really like the formulas of both. And the Rare Beauty one that I actually wanted is the shade Fun, but I think it's always sold out on Sephora Italy, and I cannot find it on Vinted, so I might actually just wait for it to come in stock in Sephora Italy and just send it to my mom, and when she comes up she can bring it to me. The one lipstick that I'm so excited, I've already worn a ton, is a MAC Powder Kiss liquid lipstick, and I bought the shade Mara Cashmere, and this is like fall in a lipstick. Look at that. It's this beautiful warm tone that I love. Just dabbing off a bit of that lip oil, and I'm gonna apply this obviously because it's gorgeous and I love it. And I do already have a lot of these in my collection. I have 3 of them. This is the 4th one and I really like the formula of it. And here it is. Isn't this like fall in a lipstick? And I must say I prefer the liquid Powder Kiss to the bullet Powder Kiss formula. So I'm really happy with this. It's just so beautiful. And there's the new slim Powder Kiss lipsticks now at MAC, but I went yesterday in store and I swatched them, and there's no shade that actually appeals to me. They're either too bright or too white, too much white in there that I don't think will suit me, so I decided not to buy any of them. And I'm really happy to have settled on this one right here. So here is the finished look using some new products to me. I am feeling the fall. It's so freaking cold here. It's 3 degrees in the morning, and yeah, I just need to feel the warmth with my makeup. Again, thank you to Ana Luisa for sending these beautiful pieces of jewelry for this video today. Don't forget to check out the discount code and the link in the description box below. And I'm honestly obsessed, especially with these earrings. The necklaces also look absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I hope you'll take advantage of the discount code and get yourself some nice new jewelry for the new season. It kind of brings me joy. It kind of brings me joy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I am excited to get into more content now that I am home more. Pregnancy wise, I'm 29 weeks now, and the babies are ginormous, or rather I'm getting ginormous because the babies are growing well and they're the size of a one baby in the belly at this term, but I am the size of, I'm ready to pop with one baby in the belly. So it's getting hard to get around and do things, but filming is seated in my bedroom, so that can always be a good thing. And I hope to hang out with you guys a little bit more now that I have more time, and that you enjoy the content that I'm putting out. I am curious to hear your thoughts on this new makeup down in the description box, on the palette rant that I went on to, and whether there's any palettes that you're really excited about nowadays. None of the most recent releases excite me. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.